Why did my friends abandon me? It is a question that carries a weight few other things in this life can match. It is a heavy thing to carry, and I can see it is pulling at you today. Come on in and sit down for a while. This is your dad. Let's talk about this together. I want you to know right from the start that I hear you and I feel that ache with you. Being left behind by the people you thought were your tribe is a specific kind of cold that stays in your bones for a while. It makes you question everything about yourself, your worth, and your history. But we are going to look at this from a different perspective today, one that comes from many years of seeing people come and go from my own life. The word abandonment is a strong word. It implies that you are a responsibility that someone walked away from, or a treasure that someone didn't see the value in. When friends leave, it feels like a judgment. It feels like they held a meeting without you and decided you weren't worth the effort anymore. But I want to tell you something I have learned through many seasons of life. Most of the time, when people walk away, it has very little to do with your lack and everything to do with their capacity. Friendship is a bridge that requires maintenance from both sides, and sometimes the other person simply runs out of the materials they need to keep their end standing. It hurts like a physical wound, but their departure is often a reflection of their own internal map, not a map of your soul. I want you to think about the seasons of a garden. There are plants that bloom for a few weeks in the spring, and they are beautiful and vital for that moment. They bring color and life when the world is just waking up. But then the heat of summer comes, and those plants fade away. They weren't bad plants, and they didn't fail you. They just weren't built for the summer heat. People are often exactly like those spring flowers. Some friends are meant for the season of your youth, or the season of your first job, or the season when you were both struggling with the same specific problems. When that season ends and the climate of your life changes, those people sometimes find they don't have the roots to survive in your new environment. It is a natural thinning of the garden, even if it feels like a loss. There is a psychological side to this as well that we should talk about. You are growing. I have watched you, and I see how much you are changing and learning about yourself. Sometimes, when you start to heal, or when you start to hit boundaries, it makes the people around you very uncomfortable. If your friends were used to a version of you that was always available, or always quiet, or always playing a certain role, your growth feels like a threat to the status quo. When you start to stand up for yourself, or when you move toward a healthier version of who you are, it acts as a mirror to the people around you. If they aren't ready to do their own work, they will often step away from that mirror because seeing your light makes them notice their own shadows. In those cases, their abandonment is actually a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It is also possible that you are simply outgrowing the container you were all living in. Think about a group of friends like a shared house. For a while, the rooms are big enough and everyone fits. But then you start to build a life that requires more space. You start to care about things they don't care about. You start to value integrity or depth or kindness in a way they aren't ready for yet. If you are the one evolving and they are staying in the same place, the friction becomes too much. They might leave because the version of you that exists now doesn't fit into the small boxes they have for their lives. It is a painful realization, but you cannot shrink yourself down just to fit into a room that you have already outgrown. I know the silence is the hardest part. When the group chats go quiet, or when the invitations stop coming, the silence feels like a loud accusation. You spend your nights replaying every conversation, wondering if you said the wrong thing, or if you were too much of this or not enough of that. I want you to stop that replay right now. You are looking for a logical answer in a situation that is often driven by human frailty and fear. Sometimes people leave because they are cowards. They don't know how to say that they are moving in a different direction, so they just fade into the background. That silence is not a comment on your character. It is a comment on their inability to handle the complexity of an ending. I want to talk to you about the empty chairs at your table. It is okay to look at those chairs and feel the grief. You are allowed to miss the inside jokes and the shared history. But I want you to try to see that empty space as an opening. If those people had stayed, they would be taking up the room that is meant for the people who are actually capable of loving you as you are today. Life has a way of pruning us so that we can grow stronger. If the dead wood stays on the tree, the new branches never have the sunlight they need to reach the sky. The friends who left were the old branches. They served a purpose once, and you can be grateful for that, but you have to let them fall so that the new growth can begin. You might feel like you are standing alone right now, but being alone is not the same thing as being lonely. This is a time for you to become your own best friend. I want you to take all that energy you were using to try to hold on to those friendships and turn it inward. Feed your own soul. Explore the things that make you feel alive. When you are solid in who you are, you start to vibrate at a different frequency. You will eventually attract people who are on that same level. These new people won't be looking for the old version of you. They will be looking for the person you have become. The friendship that comes after a period of isolation is often the deepest and most honest friendship you will ever have. I have sat where you are sitting. I have lost people I thought would be at my funeral. I have felt that sting of being the one left behind. But looking back now, I can see that every time someone walked away, it was an invitation for me to step into a bigger version of my own life. It forced me to stop relying on the approval of a group and start relying on the truth of my own heart. You are a good person. You are worthy of loyalty. You are worthy of a love that stays when things get complicated. If they couldn't see that, then they were never the right ones to hold your heart in the first place. I want you to be patient with yourself. Healing from this kind of social rejection takes time. Don't rush into new groups just to escape the quiet. Sit with the quiet for a while. Let it teach you that you are enough even when nobody is clapping for you. I am proud of how you are handling this. I am proud of your sensitivity and your depth. Don't let the coldness of others turn your heart into stone. Keep it soft, keep it open, but keep it guarded for the people who actually earn a place there. You are doing a hard thing, but you are doing it well. I am right here with you, and I am not going anywhere. Take heart in the fact that your story is still being written. The chapter titled Abandonment is just a few pages in a very long and beautiful book. There are many more characters yet to be introduced, and there are many more adventures that require a version of you that is independent and strong. Trust the process of your life. Trust that the universe is moving the wrong people out of the way to make room for the right ones. You have a seat at my table always. And you are more loved than you can possibly imagine. We will talk again soon in the next letter. Until then, just breathe and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. Love, Dad.